Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel or welcome to the new viewers. I am Kikwa Builds and I do speed build videos on my channel and I post them once a week. So today I am building a little bakery that is called Juliette's Bakery, and this build is a little special because it was actually you who chose my build. I mean you as in if you're one of my Instagram followers, you most likely took part in a poll battle that I organized in my Instagram stories where I asked my followers to choose my build, and they first of all chose between a community lot and a residential lot. They chose the community lot, and I did a battle between many different types of community lot. It was much fun, very much fun, and the bakery won out. And thank you if you participated in this little poll. It was very much fun, and I think I will do this little experience again, yeah, in the future at some point. So yeah, you chose the little bakery. I took up the challenge and it wasn't easy because I think I started over this build at least 5 times on many different plots. I couldn't find the best lighting, I couldn't find the best shapes I wanted for this build, but in the end I settled for this lot in Windenburg. I think it's a gorgeous lot. Have you seen the surroundings? It's gorgeous. I think it's my favorite lot in Windenburg. I mean it downtown Windenburg. Yeah. It was, I think, originally the lot for the nightclub, Windenburg's nightclub. But anyway, I settled for this one, and I also settled for this architecture. I started different style and shapes for this bakery, and I settled for this one. And actually, okay, so we are going to talk about Juliette first, and then we will come back to the build in itself. So Juliette wanted this build to reflect how she feels inside, maybe. I don't know if that makes sense. And she wanted it to reflect the kind of baked goods that she sells inside. So I wanted this build to look all fluffy and nice curves, soft curves and shapes, and nice colors, pink, white, and yeah, I think it looks like some place where you can buy some nice little cupcakes and ice creams. I think they also sell ice cream, by the way, inside, for your information. So who is Juliette? Juliette is actually a sim that you saw in my previous video, the video from last week. If you haven't, I suggest you do watch it. The link will appear on the screen, and I will also put the link in the description box down below. So Juliette, she was in the video where I was renovating this tiny little cottage that was built by Simmery, and yeah, I was renovating it, and I was also talking about Juliette's little family backstory in a way. Yeah, so Juliette was able to save up a lot of money to be able to buy her dream bakery. Juliette's family name is Baker. How suitable. She has a cat, and you saw Juliette also in the intro of this video at the beginning, and you saw her cat as well, and her cat's name is Cupcake. Yay. Obviously. And she was able to save up enough money to finally buy her dream bakery, and here we are. The bakery is fully functional. If you decide to download the build, fully functional, everything is already baked inside and placed on the shelves and set on for sale. So all you have to do is download it and start selling start selling stuff. I also wanted this bakery to have a kind of to be a cafe spot. As you can see, I placed the terrace here, and you will see me place in little later on all those dining tables with those umbrellas, and we have this lovely terrace. So I wanted this cafe to not only this bakery, to not only be just a bakery, but I wanted the customers to be able to come here and buy and also consume their baked goods, their cupcakes, their muffins, their cake, their bread, and with their coffee, and we'll be also able to buy ice cream. Yes. So you seeing me right now placing all those nice little dining tables on the terrace, and also outside in the outside dining area. Also upstairs from this little bakery here, I built a tiny apartment. You won't see my furnishing this apartment because I didn't think it was too relevant to the video, and it's just a basic tiny loft with one main room and a tiny bathroom. And why did I build a tiny apartment upstairs? It's because of the way that I play. When I usually make my Sims own a business, be it a retail store or a restaurant, I always make them spend their whole time on the business lot because they work like almost 24/7, and I think they waste too much time by going back to the main residential lot and then to come back the next morning, the next day, and I just end up building a little apartment or a room on the lot, and so they can stay there all the time. Even if they have kids, their kids just stay there and go from the business lot to school, and they come back or they go home, whatever float their boat. But anyway, if you are like me and you like having your Sims on the lot 24/7 to be able to get some money out of this business, if you're like me, you will be happy to have this little tiny apartments upstairs. And yeah, now we are inside of this little bakery, and as you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but what I wanted for the inside of this bakery, I wanted it to look like a kind of a upper class and posh little bakery, like one of those Parisian very fine bakery. Yeah, so I put those wallpapers that look also classy, old-fashioned, and I thought they work very well with the kind of style I wanted for the inside of this bakery. I also placed those shelving units from Get Famous. You saw the ones with they are white and gold with the mirrors at the back. I thought they look gorgeous in a bakery, like they sublimate the baked the cakes and things like that were placed on the shelves. Here you are seeing me building the kitchen, and I had to have a cupcake factory obviously in this kitchen. This cupcake factory is huge, so that was one of the main reasons that I had to change the lot when I started building this, because I needed a huge kitchen. As you can see, it's taking up half of the kitchen space, and yeah, I love the cupcake factory. It's huge. You cannot really have it in a normal house, but it's a fun item to use, and you will see it in action in a minute, a little later on, when you will see me baking everything. When you will see my Sims bake everything to place in this little bakery. I also wanted the bakery to be open to have an open floor plan, because I wanted the customers to be able to see the kitchen, because when I love in real life, I love when I go to a bakery or to a restaurant, I love when I see the kitchen, because you know that the place is pristine and clean, and you can see also how the process of making the food that you're gonna eat, and you know that it's clean also. So that's why I wanted my bakery to have an open floor plan. So you can see I placed half walls, and you can still also even if we have a half wall, I also placed this tiny door, this tiny fence door, and you can lock it for everyone but the employees, so you won't have customers actually go to your kitchen. I obviously place tested this little build. I always play test my build, so everything will be really ready for you to use. I also use those kitchen counters. I don't usually use those kitchen counters. I don't use them very often, but I think they worked perfectly with the kind of with this bakery, with a kind of nice and classy style bakery. With those, they have those nice little designs and delicate little designs on them, so I thought they went perfectly with bakery, fine bakery kitchen. Yeah, so yeah, I also placed, you saw me place a little sitting area inside of the bakery, inside of the main room of the bakery. The main room as the customers, like where the customers are and all the shelves are. I also wanted to have this little sitting area that adds up to the whole posh and classy bakery vibe, with this rug. There's this nice rug from Snowy Escape and this nice couch from Get Famous, and I think they bring this kind of upper class style bakery where the customers can just sit there and wait for their orders to be prepared. Yeah, so now you are seeing me cluttering up the kitchen. I always love to have a lot of clutter in my builds because they bring out more liveliness to the build. The build seems more lived in with the clutter, but I don't really like the process of cluttering up because I think it takes up so much time when you have to look through the whole catalog. But yeah. And now you are seeing my little helpers hard at work, and that's what I did to be able to bake everything, and to all those cakes and all those pastries, to be able to place them in the bakery to fill up the whole bakery. So actually we see Juliette on the right hand side, and she has her two best friends come help her to bake everything that she needed to fill up the bakery. So they actually slaved away for almost 24 hours straight, baking and baking and baking, and yeah, everything is ready. I had everything to put on the shelves for you guys to be able to use everything on the get-go once you download this build. So you could see the Cupcake factory also in action in this little sequence here, and here you are seeing me actually placing everything that they baked. Everything is placed on all the shelves, and I also set everything on for sale. So yeah, I didn't only place those cakes and pastries. I also placed some items that are not baking goods, like the tray that comes in decoration items, like the clutter items, the tray with a lot of cakes on them. I placed I think even a fruit baskets, and yeah, some different items that you could also sell to make some money, and I set them on for sale as well. You will also see me place some present piles. So I thought I could set those present piles as for sale as well, but I couldn't. But I kept them anyway because I thought they looked like little cake boxes and they made up for a nice little decoration. So I kept them on the lot. Yeah. So I think they look cute. Yeah, so we are at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed the speed build, and I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a little thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I hope to see you guys for my next video. Bye!